Okay. All right. So, hi everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening today. Uh, can you put yourself on mute? I'll just put people on mute. Yeah, because there's a lot of echo. Yeah. So, thank you for joining us this evening today. And before beginning the meditation, I'll introduce this space a little bit. We are Glass Half Full. We are a community of Indian psychologists, and we get together every alternate Saturdays and we kind of share resources, knowledge, tips, and tricks related to all things psychology with each other. And the aim is to help our community by leveraging collective intelligence and experience that we all have. So we share it with each other, we help each other. And I see there are a couple of new people who have joined us. So it'll be great if we can start with their introduction, a short introduction, because the whole session is going to be of 45 minutes. So maybe you can speak for 1 minute, starting with Anuja maybe. Anuja, if you could introduce yourself, what you do, and who introduced you to Glass Half Full? How did you come to know about us?
Okay, so hi Gurleen. Extremely sorry, actually the light just now went off. Otherwise, I would have switched on my camera, and my profile picture is also a little hazy that you can't see my face totally in that.
No.
But as and when the electricity comes back, I'll switch on my camera. But
Mhm.
till then, about me, my name is Anuja. I am from Aurangabad, Maharashtra, but I have completed my bachelor's in psychology from Ferguson College, Pune,
Mhm.
and went on to pursue masters in psychology, human resource development and management from Christ University, Bangalore. I
Mhm.
passed out in 2020, and yeah, I'm looking for jobs. I have done a couple of internships, but I have not gotten any chance to apply psychology as such in workplace. I'm
Mhm.
looking for jobs now. And
Okay.
glass half full, I think there are a lot of psychology hashtags that I follow on
Okay.
LinkedIn, and that's when I got connected with you, and that's when where I saw that you host these glass half full meetings, and that's how I got connected with this whole group. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Lovely. Thank you for joining us, Anuja. And
Thank you,
it's
Gurleen.
our pleasure to have you here. And Vikrant, what about you?
Good evening to all of you. My name is Vikrant. I'm the HR professional, having the 18 years of the experience in the HR industry. Um, so I basically, presently I'm in the Ahmedabad, near to Ahmedabad, it is the Mehsana. The uh, since in the HR, obviously, I'm very much interested in the psychology part also, and I came to know through the LinkedIn only and get connected over the LinkedIn
Okay,
and believe to be a nice session and informative, and that can be useful for me and for the community as well. Thank you very much.
lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you. Thanks, Vikrant. Okay, so we all know Chaitanya already. Swarali, we know. Astha has been a regular as well. Shalab, too. Tanu is a new member, although I know Tanu personally. Tanu, would you like to introduce yourself to the rest of the group?
Sure. So my full name is Tanushri Arora. I'm based out of Noida. I have been working in L&D for the last 5 years, and I've been associated with the firm in Gurgaon. Both me and Gurleen were associated with that firm for a couple of days, for a couple of years actually. And I've been quite very actively following Gurleen and her work throughout. I've also been in touch with her, but today's topic was such so lucrative that I really couldn't you know be lazy and not join any session. I was like, today I think all of us require, given the world that we are in. So looking forward to the session.
Great, great. Thank you, Tanu. Thanks. So, guys, as you know, that today's topic is dealing with COVID-19 induced anxiety. So, I'll give you a brief of as to how this 45 minutes will look like. So, right now, we will spend about 10 minutes hearing from each other about how we are feeling. Then we will have a 15-minute guided meditation. And then we will spend about 15 minutes discussing the impact of it and how we are dealing with our day-to-day stressors. So, yeah, so a lot of us, like, we already know, and we are glued on our Instagram and we are seeing a lot of news. A lot of us are feeling extra anxiety these days due to COVID-19 coronavirus. And this pandemic has us all facing like more stress and uncertainty than usual. So maybe I thought a good starting point is to ask oneself, how are we feeling? So a question to you guys, how are you feeling? So maybe describe in 1 or 2 words or very, very short sentences. And anyone?
One
Yes,
thing
Shalab.
is, yeah, one thing is most of us are feeling helpless. Any given time, one or the other of our relative or friend is requiring some assistance, and we are not able to provide that assistance. So that is one very big feeling of helplessness.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Shalab. So a lot of uncertainty and anxiety there. Yeah, Chaitanya.
I would say, I'm out of words. I just don't know what to say because the time in which we are living in, there's nothing much to say. Everyone, every in life, what I feel that everyone has their own battles to fight. But this is such a battle that I feel everyone is fighting, and in the sense that like as individuals, we have our own problems. Someone is looking for a job, someone is looking for something, so they have their own problems. But in the times which we are living in, all I can say is those problems are secondary, and this is the
Yeah,
main problem which I think is somehow uniting us to fight this menace.
absolutely. Even I was short on words because, I mean, how do you explain such a situation? Yes. Vikrant?
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, Dano. Yeah.
I think I've been feeling a lot of fear in my own, because I think you read the news around you, you hear about your friends and family and relatives falling sick and not having access to basic resources. And when I was myself showing symptoms, and I was not sure whether I was corona positive or or I had normal viral. I think a lot of my own symptoms were a lot more anxiety related. So nowadays we really can't differentiate between, is it something that is because of a disease or a problem, or is it because of corona? And the doctor clearly told me that this is anxiety, this is not something very physically related. So
Hmm.
and every day, even though you try to not read news or not look at social media posts or limit the time that you want to help, and that's why you want to share enough verified leads and everything, but there is a lot of fear inside, that what if a closed one needs a resource and you're able to provide, or let's say what if you fall sick and you won't be able to get the basics.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of uncertainty, confusion, and the hysteria that media is causing. So that is really stressful.
um so yeah, so I feel a little overwhelmed with the whole situation that's going on around, and the worst part of this all is that we tend to hold on to our relationships and people, and we have like close relatives and all. But if, like, for example, my grandfather passed away last week, and he had a huge family. He had 7 kids, and 7 kids, if you just their own families. He had such a huge family, but and he did not pass away due to corona, but just because the environment is so uncertain, and there are so many stresses right now. People are so afraid, so frightened if they'll catch it or what. They did not travel to see him for the last time, and I think that's really sad, because that's the last journey that he was going to take, and we couldn't come at the last moment. So that's a little overwhelming situation that we faced, given that we all have heard we have to hold on to our relationships, we have to hold on to our close ones, and then the whole connection is not coming to our use in the end, and that's like a little scary.
So a lot of fear and probably guilt as well that we are not able to help our family members and friends as much as we can. So yeah, Vikrant.
One thing I understand basically feeling is the importance of the moral support also. Yeah, apart from that, the anxiety, apart from that, the fear, one thing is that we know that we have got it limited of the resources where we could able to help, but we could not able to help it out to our neighbors, even to the friends, family, and everything.
Hmm.
But one thing that we can do it, or we supposed to do it, is the moral support that we can give to the
Yeah.
society, to the neighbors, to the family also.
Yeah.
So because for the moral support, first of all, you should have the confidence, you should have the positive ways, then only you can
Yeah.
able to give the
Yeah.
moral support. We know that situation is not in our hand.
Yeah.
So the only the thing that is the moral support, I think that is there
Yeah.
the one point I would like to say,
Yeah. And
which I'm
especially
giving
for,
as a,
yeah, and especially
especially
for us, like HR professionals and psychologists, we are the ones who actually give care to
yes.
other people. And if we don't
Okay.
take care of ourselves, how can we take care of others? So it's very
Actually,
important to,
my
yeah.
wife was detected positive. Then after that, because as a part of the protocol, then of the office also, then I underwent the test. I too got the positive. No doubt, I was the asymptomatic case was there. I don't have got any issue. But then also I know that I have to support the family, I have to support the organization as well. In the organization also, number of the cases, 300 plus cases has been identified as the. So I would to be in touch with them,
Yeah.
and then no doubt I cannot physically can support them by going the organization office,
Yeah.
but in the manufacturing setup is important for me from the my home only. I have to support them also morally. In spite, I too was sometimes little bit comes as a part of the negative feeling to me also,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I was also intense. But that is the only the part of the life that we
Yeah.
have learned.
Yeah. Absolutely. Swarali?
So surprisingly, I am not feeling as overwhelmed or something. I don't know how, but the situation is quite scary outside. That is undeniable. But I think like acceptance is the key. Like you, once you prepare yourself mentally that this is the thing and this is what is happening, then I think you naturally happen to calm down because you know it that things are not going to go your way, and it's not always possible to control all of the things in your environment. So I think so far so good to me.
Okay. I'm happy that, okay, someone in the group is feeling okay. Yeah. So
Gurleen, just to add one more thing,
yeah.
if you
Yeah.
don't mind, just to add one
Yeah, sure.
at this point of time, I'm remembering a few lines written by Sahir Ludhianvi, where he said that कौन रोता है किसी और के खाते रहे दोस्त सबको अपनी ही किसी बात पे रोना आया. So
Yeah.
COVID has taught us that COVID is actually a bigger problem, and it has actually made us forgot all the little problems as individuals that we were going through in our respective lives. Also, I mean, while on one hand, you know, these times are unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. There's a lot of devastation. There is a lot of threat. But at the same time, there is one positive thing which I feel that is taking place is we as individuals being more grateful. और
Yeah.
as we say in Urdu, हम नाशुक्री नहीं हैं, हम और शुक्रगुजार हैं ऊपर वाले के that he has kept us in good health. So I would say this is the flip side to the
Yeah.
times which we are
Yeah.
living.
Some bit of, yeah, positivity there. We feel more gratitude. Absolutely. Yeah. So, okay, let's start the meditation, and hopefully after the meditation, we all feel better, and Swarali feels even better. I'm going to share my screen because there's light music in the background, and I would request you all to put yourselves on mute. Uh, and if you're comfortable putting your cameras on, it's okay. If you want to turn it off, that is also fine. And because it's a guided meditation, I would request you all to immerse in the experience and listen to the instructions really carefully and kind of visualize what I'm saying. All right. And after 15 minutes, then we will kind of have a conversation as to if it had any impact on us. All right. So everyone, please sit comfortably and if possible, dim your lights and take a comfortable position. Okay. I'm just waiting for a couple of people to settle down. And now just close your eyes. This meditation is meant for everyone. Anyone who's feeling the anxiety, worry, and fear that the spread of coronavirus is causing. The intention of today's meditation is to help you channel and release all the fear and anxiety that you are feeling because of the coronavirus, so that you can step into the present moment without the fear of the unknown weighing you down or the anxiety of the what ifs completing freezing you, and live your life with a calm, grounded, and aware energy. Let's first begin by taking a deep breath in. Inhale and hold at the count of 1, 2, and 3. And now exhale. Take another deep breath, filling your belly with air and expanding it as big as you can. And when you can't breathe in anymore, exhale all the air out through your nose, tightening your stomach to take the out breath all the way to the end. And take one more deep breath in and let it all out. Bring your breath back to its normal rhythm and bring your attention onto your body. Feel your chest rise and fall with the motion of your breathing. Feel the cool air on your nose as you breathe in, and the warm air on your nose as you breathe out. Feel your shoulder lower and relax. Feel your cheeks soften and your jaw release. Let your tongue fall down from the roof of your mouth. Feel your arms get heavier and sink further into relaxation. Let your stomach soften and relax. And feel your legs get heavy and relax. Feel your entire body melt deeper into your relaxed position. Breathe out any extra tension or pain that might be lingering. Stay with your thoughts for a while. As you sit here, thoughts may be popping up in your mind. Maybe these thoughts look like headlines or images you've been seeing on the news. Maybe these thoughts look like numbers, the number of cases, the number of deaths, the number of the market impact. Maybe these thoughts are about the impact on you, how it can or is already affecting your life, your health, your business, your kids, your schedule, your event, your family, your community. Maybe these thoughts are heavy with visions of all the worst case scenarios painted bright in your mind. See all of these thoughts inside of your head, watching as they swirl around, creating a hurricane of worry, stress, anxiety, and fear. Feel how powerful that hurricane is. Feel the energy it has. Feel the movement, the intensity. All this energy of the hurricane is what you have been carrying around. And it's impacting everything else in your life. Your focus, your sense of safety and health, your regular activities, your work, your connection with others. So look at this hurricane as it swirls loudly in front of you. And notice that you see something very important. The distinction between the facts and the emotions. The facts are standing still outside the hurricane, and the emotions, the fear, the stress, the worry, the anxiety are what's causing the motion of the hurricane. And these are completely normal emotions to be feeling right now. So take a deep breath in this moment looking at this hurricane of emotion outside of you, and realize that you are in charge of whether or not you allow its energy in today. You have your life to live today, and although the coronavirus is very real and deserves attention from you, this moment right now is when you get to decide whether to invite in the facts that will help you navigate your day, or whether you will invite in the chaos of the hurricane of emotions. And no matter what you decide, it's all okay. It's a constant practice to control what you can and let go of what you can't. As you continue your day and recognize the emotions when they arise, the worry, the fear, the obsession with updates, news, just simply honor them and then place them into this hurricane swirling outside of you. Let it be your container to hold it all while you get connected to the present moment, to what actually is in your life right now. Let the beauty of what is in your life at this moment pull you into the present moment, so you can choose what to pay attention to and what to let go of. Now slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, allowing your relaxed body to awaken. Feel your body rise and fall with your breath. And breathe in gratitude for this moment, trusting that you will have everything you need to deal with the facts as they evolve. And in this space of peace, say a silent prayer of compassion, love, and healing for all those whose lives have been directly impacted. Imagine the healing spreading all over the globe as you root yourself in love. And now gradually come back into this virtual room and open your eyes when you are ready. Okay, how are you feeling now? Like, I know this after like meditation, we want to stay in that silence zone for a while.
It's a peace, even though it's for like a few minutes, but there was some amount of peace within. So there was this peace within the chaos.
Peace within the chaos. I love how you put it. What about
L-
others? Yeah.
lot of external thoughts initially gone to the news, everything negative part. Then when as slowly and slowly concentrating on the breath and other things, then cut off from that part. Otherwise, initially all the negative thoughts are coming.
Yeah. Yeah. And that it's very important to kind of sit with negative thoughts and then only you can deal with them.
Right.
Otherwise, you are just putting them like under the carpet or you're just like in denial.
Just
What about others?
I think the music itself kind of calms your minds down, because while you have like these lot of recurring thoughts, the music forces you to kind of stop and like reflect on your breathing pattern, or reflect on what the music is saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Swarali, Anuja, Paridhi, anything you want to share?
It was good, it was calming. And only if we could have such small sessions every now and then, we hear some news or we see the numbers rising. So maybe that could help us. That's
Yeah.
the first thing that came in my mind.
Yeah. I think
I
Pari, yeah, Pari.
It was relaxing, but I don't know, somehow my palms and my feet are still sweaty. Uh, I think it's probably because I've been facing anxiety. I'm in isolation, so probably because of that.
Hmm.
But I felt a little relaxed. I couldn't follow the entire thing, to be honest,
Mhm.
because I was feeling very heavy in my head for some
Hmm.
reason,
Hmm.
and I still have sweaty palms and feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that that's completely normal emotion to feel, because when you are totally immersed in this experience, sometimes it evokes a lot of negative feelings, a lot of anxiety, worry, tension, even in your body, even in your muscles.
I think I'm overexhausted because it has been going on past 1 month in my family, past 20 days to be precise. So probably because of that.
Mhm.
It just made me realize the importance of time out that we need with ourselves, because if we do that with ourselves, we set that boundary with ourselves, and if we concentrate on ourselves, then it would be better for the other part of the day when we have to attend to all other um, let's not call them stressors, all other tickets. I don't want to sound totally HR, but yeah, all other things that are around. So that timeout for all of us is needed. And that's how it made me feel.
Yeah, yeah. So even if you take out like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and just sit and concentrate on your breathing, that also helps a lot. It makes you more grounded, it makes you more mindful of what is happening. Anything else you guys want to share? What is keeping you afloat? How are you taking care of yourself so that we all can learn from each other? Maybe with 10 minutes, we'll spend 10 minutes around this discussion, and after that, we'll close. Yes, Chaitanya, you want to
I
say
think
something?
a lot of people, especially my parents, they do a lot of cleaning. That definitely helps. Just just talking to your friends and just checking them uh, with them on a regular basis, about their
Yeah.
well-being. I think this is a good way to.
So checking in with family members, talking to them
Yeah.
on the Zoom maybe or on a phone. Better to
Yeah.
just call them and talk to them instead of texting. Yeah. Anybody else? Swarali, you want to share what's keeping you afloat?
I'm waiting for others to go so that I can go at last.
Okay.
That's for the last.
What has really helped me is the deep breathing part, because I think I whenever I feel a bit anxious and I don't know what to do about it, I start doing deep breathing. And I was doing, let's say, 5 counts in the beginning and then 10 counts, and then doing these practice meditation like for 5 minutes or 10 minutes before you go to sleep. That really helps.
So you do it on your own, or you do a guided meditation, or
So deep breathing I do on my own. When I'm feeling even more anxious, I kind of switch. So there's an app called Insight Timer. Basically, it has these short, meditation videos which
Okay.
you can use to do meditation.
Okay. Okay. Lovely. Anybody else?
I think doing the bare minimum that is expected out of us, like wearing masks or taking steam 5 times a day, and eating good and nutritious food, and taking care of ourselves. And since I'm back home with my family, like I know, since that's the visual proof that I have that they're doing okay, is currently keeping me afloat.
Yeah.
But that's internal. Externally, if we talk about, then there's a lot of I do a lot of cleaning and organizing of the stuff, if I'm angry or I'm anxious. And
Yeah.
I cook a lot. I love to eat and I love to feed people, so that's what keeps me a little bit busy. And like we talked about in the starting of session, that if there's work, um, then it takes a mind off. So I'm looking for jobs. That's why, even though that's not in place right now, but still I keep myself busy and think about it a little less. So that's what's keeping me afloat right now.
Lovely.
My take is that keep cut off from the negative news, negative thoughts.
Yeah.
That will be definitely would be beneficial for the mental growth.
Yeah.
At this moment, rather physically, mentally support is needed.
Yeah.
So you need to
Yeah.
be more mentally stronger as compared with the past. The thing is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Even as much as I would not like to watch TV, not
Correct.
look at my phone, I automatically like pick up my phone, and then there is something coming up or the other, like something like algorithm kind of feeds you anyway. So I think be a little more mindful of when you're consuming the news. Maybe you consume news only for 1 hour a day. Pata to chal hi jayega ki what is happening in the world.
Second, be the gratitude whatever the things
Yeah.
that you are having. ठीक है
Yeah.
ना?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the most important part.
Yes.
Deep breathing exercise definitely would keep you the concentration on your positive thought only.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep healthy. Uh, then the most important part is the mental support, that how you can able to give to
Yeah.
yourself and to others. That
Yeah.
is the important part.
Yeah. And I think this is a great time to follow your faith, maybe if you're a religious person, even if
Correct.
you're an agnostic or an atheist, there is something like people read about different philosophies. They take a life point of view. So instead of seeing the life from 2 or 3 years perspective, they look at it from 20 years, 30 years. That maybe after 10 years, 15 years, what are we going to tell our children about this present moment?
Correct.
How are things going to be different 10 years later, 20 years later? So maybe look at the longer picture and not get too worried, too stressed by immediate short term.
Correct.
Swarali, yeah.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
Swarali, go ahead. Swarali, go ahead.
Chaitanya, do you want to go?
No, you go ahead, then I'll speak.
Okay, thank you. So, my take on all this is that I've shamelessly shut out myself out of the social media. Like, I really don't care
Mhm.
because, you know, like Gurleen said, कि कहीं ना कहीं से तो आ ही जाता है. So, you know, like it's even if everyone looks after their own family, I think it's going to be enough for the day. And since we're already facing a lot of negativity and challenges around us, I don't think we need to add on to it by continuously feeding ourselves with the negative stuff on social media. And like, you know, like if you cannot take something, if something makes you anxious, I think it is our own job to set our own boundaries कि ये नहीं करना है because this costs my mental health.
Hmm. Hmm.
So putting yourself first is very important. And most of us, we fail to understand this or realize this.
Yeah.
And then we are like, oh shit, I'm burning out, I can't concentrate, I can't do this, I can't do that. But whereas, I don't know, somehow this COVID has been panning out way more positive to me than everyone else. I started my career in COVID. But so far, I'm personally, or rather on a very professional front, I'm not at all affected, you know. So I think what kept me going is that I know that the situation out there is really terrible, but again, I have set my own boundaries that if it is something which I cannot take, I will not take it no matter what,
Hmm.
unless it actually comes to my throat saying that, hey, I'm going to kill you.
Hmm.
I take all the necessary care, which is really important, but I don't see it as important to, you know, keep constantly feeding yourself with the negative news that the number is rising, the shortage of vaccine. Okay, fine, there was yesterday, there is today, maybe it will not be tomorrow, but all we can do is hope, because we are not really going out there and doing something, and you just sitting at home worrying, or you know, getting anxious and not being productive in whichever way possible is not helping either.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And which is why I made it a point in the meditation to kind of see facts and emotions as two different entities. So these are all facts. Okay, now we cannot do anything about it, it's not in our control. And
Absolutely.
if we are getting really, really worried, stressed, worried about all of this, then we are adding on to the pressure. So maybe look at facts the way they are
Yeah,
and our emotions like that hurricane which is outside of us. And
exactly.
those emotions are not us.
I totally agree with that.
Yes, Chaitanya.
Yeah,
Last thoughts
sure.
and then we'll close. Yeah.
Sure. So, Gurleen, when you were talking about the future, like a perspective 10
Yeah.
years down the line, 15 years down the line, 20 years down the line. I think what I have, realized in this pandemic that, while it's very important to plan for the future, it's very important to have a vision, but, things can just quickly turn upside down.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to mention here is it's important to plan for the future, but one should not be too futuristic. And this is I'm going slightly little off track, so apologies for that. So I read in one of your posts that in an interview someone asks you where do you see 5 years down the line, and you mentioned that you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So
Yeah.
similarly in those lines, I also think that all you can say that you never know, because COVID has taught that how destiny unfolds you don't know. So all I'm trying to say is that within the next few years, you just need to be a better version of yourself, both personally and professionally. I think that's how I would like to just, end this.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Chaitanya. All right, guys. So it was really nice hosting this session, and and we are going to connect on LinkedIn anyway. So thank you for taking our time, and have a good weekend. Take care of
Thank you, Rodney, for a
yourselves.
wonderful session.
Thank you. It was a
Take
wonderful
care,
session.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.